Next, the home team looks to stay undefeated on the young season, while their opponent looks to get back into the win column. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to High School Sports on Eastlink Community TV. I'm Matt Beardsley. Glad you could join us tonight for a senior AAA high school basketball doubleheader between the Bluefield Bobcats and the Charlottetown Rural Raiders. We are coming to you tonight from Charlottetown Rural High School in Charlottetown, as we are just moments away from the tip-off of the first half of our doubleheader as the girls take to the floor tonight. Charlottetown Rural 2-0 on the season. We were here last Monday as they opened up with a win over Three Oaks, and then Wednesday they defeated Colonel Gray 66-15. Bluefield opened their season last Monday night with a 38-33 victory over Colonel Gray, and then lost Wednesday to Three Oaks by a score of 62-27. Charlottetown Rural, the defending PEI School Athletic Association girls champions, looking for their sixth straight title this season. And if memory serves me correctly, and I've been here for all of them, they have yet to lose a game during those 5 seasons. So a very long, undefeated string at play here in regular season and provincial play. Bluefield, new coach this year, Lauren Fleming, assisted by Amy Dawson and Rebecca Dawson. And just a reminder, tonight at 9 o'clock, we'll have the second half of our doubleheader as the boys will take to the floor at 9 o'clock. So, good to be back with high school sports on Eastlink Community TV. Of course, last Monday was our first broadcast since, I guess, our volleyball final in November, as we had a bit of a COVID shutdown there over Christmas and New Year's, but things back underway. If you were with us last week, Wednesday night for a Charlottetown Islanders game, the Q is back. More Q hockey this Friday night on Eastlink Community TV. Kenzie Lalonde back from China, back from working for CBC for the Olympics. She'll have the call of the Mooseheads and Wildcats along with Logan Delaney. Mavs Gillis will be your host. All right, buzzer has sounded, so both teams getting set for the opening tip here from Charlottetown Rural. 2 10-minute quarters in the first half, or a 20-minute half. 24-second shot clock violation. Let me try that again, as Abby McDonald comes in against Ashley Cullen to take the opening tip. And the opening tip right to Katie Vedito. She'll find Sydney Lawler up top. She'll penetrate in with the left hand, go off the glass, and we have the game's first basket. Campbell looking for someone to pass it to. Finds Kira Voss. Voss back to Cullen. Shot clock inside 10. That pass deflected. Loose ball on the floor. And Mena McCabe able to get that to Sydney Lawler. Lawler races down the key. Makes a little bit of contact, but leans up and in for the second hoop, and an early 4-0 lead here for Charlottetown Rural. Campbell inside to Cullen, guarded by the much taller McDonald, as the Bobcats swing it around the perimeter. Campbell has it tipped out by McGagan, and it will stay Bluefield ball. Voss looked like she was going to cut to it. That long pass tipped off. McCabe hit the ground behind the play. Lawler streaking, takes a nice feed from Vedito, and it's 6-0. McCabe kind of limping behind the play there. Pass inside. Cullen again against the much taller McDonald. And I think McDonald got a piece of that. McGagan rebounds it, and she'll push the pace here for the Raiders. Good hands there by Campbell to knock that away. So 6-0 Charlottetown Rural. Minute and a half into the open quarter here between the Raiders and the Bobcats from Charlottetown Rural High School. McCabe looks no worse for the wear. It's strong drive to the hoop. High off the glass and in. Cullen looking inside again. She'll fire a long jumper, and that's in, and it's a three. Ashley Cullen from behind the arc with the Bobcats' first basket of the game. McGagan finds a cutting Lawler. Nice little pivot, throws it up over her shoulder. Loose ball, and Lawler able to kick it back out to Vedito. McDonald finds a cutting McGagan. She goes left hand off the window for her first basket of the game. And it's 10-3 Charlottetown Rural. Voss thought she might try and cut back door inside. Back out. Smith will find Cullen. Cullen looked like she wanted to drive. Loses the handle, and McDonald will reach in and tie it up. And it will be Bobcats ball on the possession arrow. 1 second on the shot clock, so they'll have to work quickly here. Literal catch and shoot, and that's a shot clock violation with no possession. Oh, still 1 second on the shot clock, so no possession by either team, so we'll redo it. So Cullen will call it out, and good hands there by Lawler. And that's the violation there. I thought she might have stepped out of bounds, but you heard the horn for the 20-second shot clock violation. McGagan. Lawler, a little give and go. That's deflected. And the Bobcats will intercept. Voss. Smith trying to go baseline, and Vedito with the long arms knocks that out. So 14 on the clock as they retrieve the ball from the sign-in desk. McGeegan will leave it there. So Bobcats ball, 14 on the shot clock. Cullen kicks it back out, and McGeegan almost stole that. So inbound on the side. Cullen again looking for a teammate. Bounces it in. Good hands by Smith. Campbell trying to drive. She's stopped. Shot clock winding down. And that's another shot clock violation, but McCabe out and running. Turns into the key, met there by a double team. Able to get it to McDonald. She throws it up. Misses the mark. And Voss trying to negotiate the sideline, dribbles it out of bounds as Vedito there to present some pressure. So Raiders ball, and they will make full-scale substitutions here. A little shorter bench it looks like tonight for the Raiders as Maybe and Hurley check in and Sinnott. But the Raiders, when they have a full squad, go 7 deep on the bench, so a little more floor time for some individuals tonight. Alana Maybe had a nice game last week in her debut versus Three Oaks. Maybe a little up fake there, gets to the rim, threw it off the side of the backboard. Would have been a shot clock violation, so Bluefield will come back. Voss guarded tightly there by Lawler. Cullen out top. Shot clock inside 10. You can hear the teammates calling it out. Voss trying to throw it up, and she's fouled. And will shoot 2. Good aggressive take there by Voss. The foul on Sydney Lawler, her first. So 2 shots for Voss. 10-3 your score. Charlottetown Rural on top just about halfway through the opening quarter, and Voss knocks down the first. And knocks down the second. Good technique from the line for Kira Voss. And Sydney Lawler will bring it back for the Raiders. Maybe will take the handoff. She'll kick it back out. Sinnott trying to work her way inside. Maybe picks up the loose ball. Nice cut there. Cassidy Hurley was maybe more wide open than she realized. Campbell has that pass deflected and intercepted by Sinnott. And Lawler will look to push the pace here for the Raiders. Pass inside, and McCabe with the left hand off the window for her second basket of the game. And a 12-5 Raiders lead. Glad you could join us tonight for high school sports on Eastlink Community TV. We're at the Nest at Charlottetown Rural High School for senior AAA doubleheader between the Bobcats and the Raiders. Halfway through the opening quarter here of our girls game. McCabe takes a look, drives, little floater over the front rim, and that's 6 for Mena McCabe. And a 14-5 Raiders lead. Bluefield looking to get it to the top of the key. Campbell leaves it there. Lawler trying to strip it. Nice work, but hands it right back to the Bobcats. Jumper on the way, off the mark, rebounded by McCabe. And Sinnott will bring it back. Good hands there by Cullen to tip that. So I think it's still Raiders ball here as we get full-scale substitutions for Bluefield. Grace Waugh, Kelly Tuttle checking in, Emily Thistle, Jill Sanford. Lawler streaks in again with the left hand, and that's 8 points for Sydney Lawler, and a 16-5 lead for the Raiders. Kelly Tuttle thought about going inside. Thistle now looking for a teammate. That jumper by Kennedy Peters Ellis off the mark. Raiders out on the break again. That too strong. McCabe doing some nice work inside. And that's 8 points for Mena McCabe. And a 13-point lead, 18-5 for the Raiders. Tuttle trying to get to the corner. Peters Ellis on the drive. Stuffed by McCabe, but traveled first as she turned around. And timeout called, I think, by Charlottetown Rural's head coach Peter Lawler. Grabs the clipboard, but I guess he's not going to get the timeout quite yet. So we play on. Hurley kicks it out. Maybe 3 from the corner. Back rimmed. And Sanford tried to grab it, but just off her fingertips and out, so we'll stay Charlottetown Rural ball here. Maybe we'll inbound here for the Raiders with 14 on the shot clock. Takes a look, kicks it back out top. Hurley guarded, trying to get it inside. She'll go baseline and dribbles it out of bounds, and it'll stay Bluefield ball. So Thistle will hand it off to Tuttle. Thistle looking inside, nothing happening there. Peters Ellis will kick it back out top as the Bobcats move it around the perimeter. Shot clock winding down, that goes out of bounds, and it will be Charlottetown Rural ball. A couple more substitutions as McGagan and Vidito will check back in for the Raiders. This a little bit of a shorter bench tonight, they'll probably substitute liberally. Vidito, nice little give and go there. And nice soft hands by Cassidy Hurley to go off the window. And lead 15 now, 20-5 as we're in the final 3 minutes of the opening quarter here between the Raiders and the Bobcats. Waugh trying to drive. And fouled by McGagan. She reaches in, her first personal, second team foul. They shoot bonus the 5th personal of each quarter. And that's tipped out by Sinnott, so we'll stay Bobcats ball. Tuttle will back it out. Picks up her dribble, needs to get it to somebody. And Thistle loses the footing, and McGagan will strike away and go uncontested for her second basket of the game. Tuttle again looking inside. Nothing happening there. Good active hands by McGeegan to tip that. Little push there, but McGeegan with her second straight basket and 6 for her in the first quarter. And the lead is 19 as we're in the final 2 minutes here of the opening quarter. Tuttle, a little bit out of control there. McGeegan will scoop up the loose ball, has some numbers, and she'll go right at the defender. A little too strong, gets her own rebound back. She'll kick it out. Sinnott will load the three-pointer. Try and track down her rebound. Can't, and it'll say Bobcats ball. So now I think we have a timeout called on the floor by Bluefield. Just a reminder that tonight at 9 o'clock, the second half of our doubleheader, as the boys teams will take to the floor for Bluefield and Charlottetown Rural. And this stoppage gives me an opportunity to remind you what's coming up tomorrow night on Island View. You will see my conversation with singer-songwriter Joss Rayome, nominated for 4 Music PEI awards this year. Of course, Music PEI Week, March 2nd to the 6th, a full slate of events and concerts. So I invite you to go to the Music PEI website, or if you're on social media, follow them on Twitter or Instagram and get your tickets early. I suspect a lot of these concerts and events will sell out as we're still at limited capacity for some of these events. But I had a real nice conversation with Joss earlier today. You'll see that tomorrow night. A Massachusetts native who moved to PEI to attend the School of Performing Arts at Holland College, like a lot of performers have. So a little bit different path to PEI, but starting to make a name for herself in music circles here in the Maritimes. Real bluesy flavor to Joss's music. And Friday, more Q hockey. Wildcats and the entertaining Halifax Mooseheads. The Mooseheads shocking the Charlottetown Islanders Saturday night, trailing 5-1. The second period came all the way back to win 6-5, so do not sleep on the herd this season. Sinnott with the steal, trying to get to the rim. Thought she's looking for a teammate underneath, a little too far. And it'll be Bluefield ball. Tuttle will bring it back, trying to get inside, loses the handle, and we have a jump ball and the possession arrow pointing to Bluefield. So 24-5 your score. Rural on top, a minute 12 left here in the opening quarter. Tuttle trying to get inside, nice spin move, throws up the shot, and she's fouled by Vedito. So Tuttle will go to the line to shoot 2. Good strong take there by Kelly Tuttle. A little short on the first. Even shorter on the second, line violation, so it'll be Raiders ball. Vedito will inbound to Hurley. Vedito, a little give and go, and Hurley uncontested, wide open again. Don't think she realized she had that much time. McGeegan reaches in, and it'll be Raiders ball on the possession arrow. Of course, the possession arrow alternating possessions on each jump ball, or tie-up, I guess. In the NBA, it's a jump ball. They jump it if there's a tied possession. Vedito, back out top. McGeegan fires the triple, front rimmed, trying to track down her own rebound, and she does, and goes off the window. And that's 8 for McGeegan in the first quarter, and the lead 21. Raiders on top 26-5 in the final minute here of the opening quarter. McGeegan, she's everywhere in the opening 10. Pulls up, little jumper, nice medium range touch there over the front rim, and 10 points for number 8 in white. The final 30 seconds here in the opening quarter. Thistle, the try and drive. As that pass deflected, Tuttle underneath, trying to get it to a teammate, and that'll stay Bluefield ball with 6 seconds left on the shot clock. So Thistle will try and find a teammate here. That pass deflected through Grace Waugh's hands, and it'll be Raiders ball here. So 10 seconds left for them to get down court and get a shot off here in the opening quarter. Thistle on the drive, throws it up, gets her own rebound, and misses twice. At the end of the opening quarter, Charlottetown Rural on top, 28-5. We'll take a short break, step aside, and be back with the second quarter. Stay with us. You're watching High School Sports on Eastlink Community TV.
QMJHL Friday Night Hockey is sponsored by the National Police Federation, our nsrcmp.ca.
QMJHL Friday Night Hockey returns to Eastlink Community TV with a full slate of games. Join us for the best seat in the house as the run to the President Cup heats up. Friday, March 4th, the Moncton Wildcats and Halifax Mooseheads at 7 p.m. Available only to Eastlink customers.
You know the story. When the RCAF said Mach 2 fighter, 2-place 1,000-mile range, the British said it was impossible. The Yanks tried twice and failed. They said, you're dreaming. We said, fine, we'll build it right here in Toronto. And now you guys, my guys, are saying that it can't be done, that they were right?
Now that's the rocket that we use to get the model up to speed, and then the onboard sensor tells me.
Come on, baby.
Damn it! But we did it according to your specs. The specs have changed.
We did it.
Arrow 201. You're cleared for takeoff.
Although the government canceled the project and destroyed the prototypes, the Avro Arrow remains for Canada a world benchmark in aerospace achievement.
And Charlottetown Rural on top, 28-5, behind 10 points by Isabel McGagan in the opening quarter. Brenda McCabe and Sydney Lawler with 8 each. So underway here in quarter 2. Bluefield with the ball inside. That shot short. And McCabe will bring it back, and you could see her lose the handle there. Try and maintain possession, but you can see the hands, feet, and arms working all together there at once. Voss on the drive, that's short. McCabe doing a good job on the glass as well. McGagan trying to get it to a teammate. Good defense there by the Bobcats as they strip it. Cullen hit the Bobcats' lone field goal in the first quarter, a 3. McGagan will strip that. Get it out for Lawler. Lawler looking for maybe, that doesn't go. McCabe, and she's fouled on the rebound, and will go to the line for 2 shots. And McCabe knocks them both down. So Voss will bring it back for the Bobcats. Cullen kicks it back out. Griffin trying to go back to her teammate. Nice work there by McGagan to stay in bounds. She'll take it back out. Looked like she wanted to shoot. 3 on the way by Lydia Doyle into the game for the first time. Voss to Cullen, had a good open look there, back rimmed it, and McGagan, who probably has a half dozen rebounds. Nice pass to Doyle to McCabe, and McCabe with some good body control under pressure from a defender to put that in. Voss with the handoff. Thistle inside. Lost the handle. Maybe. Streak by her. Lane opens up. Off the window, too strong. Doyle able to get it, try and kick it back out to a teammate. Lawler zips it to McCabe, and she'll fire the three and knock it down. Sydney Lawler with her first basket of the second quarter, and that's 11 in the game for her. In the lead now 35-5 as we're 2.5 minutes into quarter number 2 between the Raiders and the Bobcats here on Eastlink Community TV. And substitutions coming. So 14 on the shot clock as Bluefield will inbound. Cullen swings it over for Griffin. Voss trying to get baseline. Back out for Cullen. Met there by Vedito, so she'll just fire the jumper. Short, and the Raiders will let that go out of bounds. McDonald back into the game. Nice pass for Sinnott. She gets the shot up. Falling away from the basket a little bit. And Bluefield will come back. Voss leaves it there. Bobcats have had trouble getting into the key. All their shots from the perimeter are forced drives. And that pass a little too far. Cassidy Hurley will leave it there for Vedito. She'll try and cross over her defender, and that pass off the backboard a little too far. And Voss will bring it back for the Bobcats. Pass inside. Good strong take there, a little behind the back pass. That shot short by Thistle, gets her own rebound and scores her first basket of the game. Maybe taking a look. We'll leave it there for McDonald. McDonald will put the ball on the floor. Sinnott with the take, left hand, too strong. And good box out there by Cullen to grab that rebound. Griffin for Thistle. Thistle, and you can see her trying to get it to a teammate there. Commits the turnover, so Bluefield will empty the bench, and I think Charlottetown Rural has called timeout. Yes, they have. So next Monday night, our last doubleheader before March break, our first trip to Summerside. I thought we were in Summerside this week, so I did myself a favor, took a look at the actual schedule instead of guessing. And so Colonel Gray, our first look at the Colonels this year. So they'll travel to Summerside to take on the Axe women and Axe men. And then on the 14th, no games because of March break. And then the 21st will be our last regular season doubleheader. And then they'll seed the teams and schedule the playoffs. And we'll announce our schedule. We know where we can be. We'll try and bring as many games to you as possible. We'll have the finals for you for sure. So 35-7 your score. Halfway through the second quarter here as the Raiders on top over Bluefield. So Vedito will inbound. Hurley. Vedito will get it back. Give and go. Hurley underneath. She's fouled by Tuttle, I believe. Tuttle it is, and Hurley will shoot two. lane violation, I believe, on the second shot. So Hurley will get a third attempt here. And she makes the correction there and knocks that one down. 37-7 your score. As Kelly Tuttle brings it back into the corner for Sanford, trying to get it back to Tuttle and through her hands, but off a Raiders defender. So it'll stay Bluefield ball as Peters Ellis will inbound. And again, off Raiders defender, so it'll stay Bluefield ball. Peters Ellis to inbound. Campbell on the drive, lost the handle, looked like she had a lane. Little short jumper off the mark, and McDonald can't handle that. So it'll be Bluefield possession still, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Ellis up top, Tuttle. Shot clock winding down, and Vedito steps in front of that pass. And she'll pull it back as she didn't have the numbers. Hurley will swing it over for Sinnott. Maybe in the corner, will shoot that jumper, race in to get a rebound and get fouled, and will shoot two. Good hustle by Maybe to follow up on her own shot. And I believe the foul's on Jill Sanford. It is her first. So Lydia Doyle will check in here. Tuttle trying to drive off the window. Good look, Maybe will take that pass, try and find Hurley. Hurley through the lane, throws it up a little too strong. McDonald will kick it back out. Sinnott on the drive with the left hand. That doesn't go. Raiders some good looks here, just unable to cash in. So we're halfway through quarter number 2. Pass inside, little give and go there. And Doyle reaches in, ball loose, pops out into Sinnott's hands, and she'll find Hurley, a little 2-on-1, gets it ahead to McDonald, and she scores her first basket of the game, and the lead 40-7. Raiders on top. 4 minutes left here in quarter number 2. Tuttle trying to drive, kicks it back out. Smith gets tripped up. Sinnott with her first foul, so substitutions here for the Bobcats. Shot clock reset to 14, so it'll be Bobcats ball under the basket. Thistle to inbound. Sanford up top. Voss, inside 10, Cullen in trouble. Voss will have to get something off here, throws it up, no good. And it'll be Raiders ball on the shot clock violation. Maybe looking to attack, kicks it back out. McDonald kicks it out, Maybe from the corner. Good looking jumper, just a little off the mark. Voss will bring it back, spin around. Sanford with the jumper, that's too far. Doyle with the rebound, and Maybe will look to push the pace here. Hurley, long jumper, off the mark. Good box out there by Guignian. Hope I'm saying that right. I'm probably not. My apologies. Thistle. Hurley will bring it back. McDonald guarded tightly. We'll leave it there. Hurley will stop and shoot it and knock it down. Nice jumper there by Alana Maybe. She's not afraid to fire it up. Voss, little backdoor pass there. Nice pass into the key there, and Ashley Cullen scores her second basket of the game. And lead is 42-9 for Charlottetown Rural as we approach the final 2 minutes of the opening quarter. McDonald trying to get it to Sinnott. Maybe has it. Sinnott gets it back. Little give and go, and then McDonald will set that in off the window. Boss back. Sanford. Inside to her teammate. Back out top. Thistle. Cullen with the three. That's short. Good rebound there by the Bobcats off the window. And Emily Thistle will go to the line for the three-point play. So substitutions coming here for Charlottetown Rural, and Thistle will go to the line for one free throw. Thistle well back of the free throw line, but it works, or almost worked. And McGeegan, whose forward progress was impeded by official Dale Farish, he's trying to get out of the way. Doyle will fire the three and knock it down. Lydia Doyle from behind the arc. And it's 47-11 here. Raiders on top as we approach the final minute of the opening half here from the nest. Cullen trying to beat McCabe, trying to work her way inside. Guarded tightly, and that pass to no one in particular. And McGeegan will streak away. A little more quiet here in the second half, second half of the first half. She had 10 in the first quarter. That's her first basket of the second quarter. Voss, little push from behind there by McCabe, and finally fouled by Lawler. Third team foul, so non-shooting foul. So Cullen will inbound. That shot blocked, and I think it's off of McCabe. Yes, it is. So still Bluefield ball, 10 seconds on the shot clock. That pass deflected by McGeegan. Voss. That pass deflected. Good active hands there by McGeegan. She gets it back. Gets it to her teammate, and Jill Sanford able to convert. We are in the final 30 seconds of the opening half here. McGeegan looks to drive, takes some contact, gets it up, almost got it to go. Campbell with the foul, so McGeegan will go to the line for 2 shots. And McGeegan knocks down both to give her 14 in the game so far. Voss back as we're in the final seconds here of the opening half. Shot clock winding down. Bobcats will have to try and get something off here. Loose ball. And that's whistled down. Doyle with the foul, so 4th team foul. Shot clock turned off. 4.8 seconds left for the Bobcats to get a shot off. Long pass towards the basket, and that's off of Bluefield and will be Raiders ball. And Lawler will just let time expire. So at the end of the first half, Charlottetown Rural 51, Bluefield 13. We'll step aside, take a break, and be back with the second half in just a moment. Stay with us. You're watching high school sports on Eastlink Community TV.
With cancer.
Eastlink Community TV, I'm Matt Beardsley as we get set for the second half between Charlottetown Rural and Bluefield. At the half, Charlottetown Rural leading 51-13. Your unofficial scoring summary: Sydney Lawler with 11, Mena McCabe 12, Isabel McGagan top scorer 14, Cassidy Hurley 4, and Lydia Doyle with 3 for Charlottetown Rural. For Bluefield, Kira Voss 4, Jill Sanford 2, Ashley Cullen 5, Emily Thistle 4 points. And just a reminder that tonight at 9 o'clock, the second half of our high school basketball doubleheader, as the boys teams will take to the floor at 9 o'clock. Our first look at the guys team for Bluefield. Rural, as I mentioned off the top, looking to improve to 3-0 on the season. They have victories over Colonel Gray and Three Oaks. And Bluefield 1-1 on the season. Defeated Colonel Gray 38-33 last Monday and lost to Three Oaks on Wednesday 62-27. Rural beat Tosh last Monday and defeated Colonel Gray 66-15 Wednesday night. All right, just a bit set here for the second half from the nest, as Alana Mabey will inbound for the Raiders to Sydney Lawler, and we're underway. McGeegan will stop, wide open, fire the 3, looked good. McCabe hustling in there, just off her fingertips. So Bluefield, Lindsay Smith will inbound, and Kira Voss will bring it back. Cullen looking for a teammate, maybe good active hands. Smith able to get it back. Smith cross the floor. Cullen trying to get inside, loses the handle, and they're tied up, and it will be Bluefield ball on the possession arrow. So 4 on the shot clock. Quick pass inside. Shot on the way, off the mark, and McGeegan will track that down. It's knocked away by Cullen, so it'll stay Raiders ball. McGeegan. McCabe taking her time. Fired a pass. She thought McDonald was going to be there. That jumper deflected as McGeegan got a hand on that. So 16 on the shot clock. That pass through Voss's hands, and it'll be Raiders ball. Lawler right down the key with the left hand. Nice soft touch over the front rim. Equally adept at finishing with the left or right hand. Obviously shoots it right-handed, but can go to the basket with either hand. Cullen with the jumper, halfway down and out. And McCabe and Campbell get tied up, and it'll be Raiders ball on the arrow. Nice crossover there by Lawler, kicks it back out. McCabe will fire the 3 and knock it down. And that's 15 in the game for Mena McCabe. Smith. Looking for a teammate. Campbell into the corner. Voss, shot clock at 4. Voss trying to get baseline. And McCabe will steal that. Work her way up the sideline. Look for a teammate. That's deflected. And Smith will grab it. Campbell inside. That's picked off by McGagan. That's off the defender, so it'll stay Raiders ball. 2.5 minutes into the third quarter, 56-13 your score, Raiders on top. Lawler will, McGagan try and zip it inside for Lawler. She's able to extract it. Little foul line jumper for McDonald. She knocks that down. That's 6 in the game for Abby McDonald. Cullen driving, defended well, and got a piece. McDonald gets a piece of that. Shot clock still going down. Long jumper. And McGagan with another rebound. Hits Lawler in the back with the pass, and she gets fouled by Smith. Actually, foul on blue, Kira Voss. Thought it was Lindsay Smith. Non-shooting foul. So McGagan will inbound. McCabe right there with the left hand, can't get it to go, up underneath. Padding the rebound stats and scoring stats. That's 17 for McCabe, 5 in the second half. Voss, little hesitation move there, trying to get inside. Runner off the window. Evelyn Guggenon with her first basket of the game. McCabe turned back, continues to work her way inside. Someone got a piece of that. Voss will bring it back. And McGagan got a hand on that. Voss might have taken a knee to the head there, I'm not sure. McDonald out ahead of everybody. And she'll lose the handle, and that's picked up by the Bobcats. Oh, Voss nearly traveled. Little medium range jumper by Leah Campbell is good. That's her first 2 of the game. Lawler back, kicks it out. McCabe knocked a 3 down a few moments ago. That one just off, rebounded by Campbell. Campbell trying to get it to Voss, and that's tipped away by McCabe. So substitutions coming here for both teams. Cullen to inbound. Out top, Tuttle. Gets it back. Shot clock inside 10. Griffin, someone's going to have to get a shot off. Tuttle fires it at the buzzer, just gets it off. And the rebound falls at Sydney Lawler's feet. And she'll drive inside with the left hand and finish. And that's 15 for Lawler. Halfway through quarter number 3, 62-17. Raiders on top. Tuttle blocked there again, and Sinnott reached in to tie it up. It is Bluefield ball on the arrow. So Cullen will inbound for Bluefield. Kicked back out. Griffin back into the corner. Cullen, as the shot clock winds down, that shot blocked by Sinnott. McCabe in the open floor. Strong take right to the rim. And that's 7 in the second half and 19 in the game for McCabe. Cullen, long jumper, short. And that'll go out of bounds. So will be Raiders ball as substitutions come in for Bluefield. Lawler takes a look. Doyle almost double dribbled. Sinnott on the drive. Will kick it back out. McCabe will fire the three and knock it down. Mena McCabe having the game. That's 10 in the second half and 22 in the game. Her second three of the third quarter. In the lead 67-17. That pass deflected out. So we'll stay Bluefield ball. McCabe goes for the steal. Peters Ellis traveled as she tried to get that shot off, so it'll be Raiders ball. Lawler leaves it there for Doyle. Oh, Doyle lost the handle. Bobcats bring it back. Tuttle trying to get inside. Leaves it there for her teammate. Loose ball on the floor. And still up for grabs. Finally, referee calls jump ball or tied up ball. And it'll be Raiders ball on the possession arrow. McCabe takes a look. She put the ball on the floor, gets into the key. Nice pass there for Doyle, who takes a bump and will shoot two. Fouls on Kennedy Peters Ellis, her first. So Lydia Doyle will shoot two. McGagan and the rest of the bench will come in. 3 minutes left here in quarter number 3. Raiders on top 67-17. Doyle missed both, but it'll stay Raiders ball as Ellis couldn't quite squeeze it. McGagan will inbound it. Vedito, who's in a quiet game tonight. McGeegan with a nice crossover. Maybe will kick it into the corner, and Vedito launches the three and knocks it down. Quiet no longer. Her first three of the game and points. Good D there by McGagan. Loose ball still up for grabs. Maybe able to tie it up, and it'll be Bluefield ball on the whistle as we're 2.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Glad you could join us tonight for high school sports on Eastlink Community TV. Senior AAA doubleheader between Bluefield and Charlottetown Rural. Just a reminder, the guys coming up next at 9 o'clock. Ellis trying to work inside, and McDonald swats that away. McGagan trying to get the bounce pass through there. Numbers for Bluefield, and Vedito comes back and knocks that away. So 19 still on the shot clock. Thistle will inbound for Bluefield. And that's off of her teammate Griffin, and will be Raiders ball. Hurley. McGagan thought about it, tried to duck under the screen, leans in and picked up the pivot foot. I think she might have taken an elbow there to the forehead. Nods her head, says she's okay. Tuttle back. Oh, picked up the dribble a little too soon as she gets tied up with Hurley. Another jump ball, and that'll be Raiders ball. Lane opens up, and Cassidy Hurley takes advantage for her third hoop of the game. 6 points for her. Ellis trying to get it to a teammate. Ball bounces around a bit. Thistle inside. Still loose. Ellis on the drive. Jumper on the way from Sanford. And Jill Sanford with her second basket of the game. So we approach the final minute of quarter number 3. Raiders on top, 72-19. Maybe inside, little too far under the basket there. McGeegan. It's good defense as the Bobcats just avoid the back over there. And that pass behind the intended target of Kelly Tuttle. The Raiders bring it back. Maybe. Faked the handoff, but committed the travel. So 41 seconds left. Tuttle back, throws it up, and McGeegan with the left hand. Tuttle gets it back. Shot clock still winding. Loose ball in the key. Tuttle will get the jumper off, almost in off the window. Shot clock off. Vedito, a little too far for maybe. So 17 seconds left here in the quarter. Last shot for Bluefield. And McGagan again with good active hands on defense, still playing hard. Tuttle will throw up the jumper off the window at the buzzer. Ellis almost had a shot. So at the end of 3 quarters of play, Charlottetown Rural 72, Bluefield 19. We'll step aside, take a short break, and be back in just a moment. Stay with us. You're watching High School Sports on Eastlink Community TV.
But I've always thought
this is the sound of the new.
With some advice that could.
School Sports on Eastlink Community TV. I'm Matt Beardsley as we get set for the 4th quarter here between Charlottetown Rural and Bluefield. Raiders on top 72-19, looking for their 3rd straight win to open this abbreviated high school basketball season. Bluefield 1-1 on the season, so looking to improve here in the 4th quarter. And a reminder, at 9 o'clock will be the second half of our doubleheader as the boys will take to the floor. Our first look at the Bluefield boys this season. Campbell looking for a teammate, fires it across. Watt trying to get it to a teammate, and that's a travel. Lawler, a nice crossover to go by her defender. McGagan backs it out, looking to get into the key, does so with the right hand off the window. Excellent body control there by Isabel McGagan. And that's 16 for her in the game. 14 in the first half, her first basket of the second half. Cullen on the drive, loses the handle, and that'll be Raiders ball. Lawler skips it over to Vedito, who's thought about getting it back to her. McCabe on the drive. A little bit of contact, gets her own rebound, puts it up and is fouled and will shoot two. McCabe is the master of getting to the rim tonight and getting her own rebound. So she'll shoot two. Rare miss. Campbell will bring it back, and McGagan will step in front of that. Race away, and she's fouled. She went up with the left hand and will shoot two. And McGagan showing a nice touch from the line tonight in her 4 trips there. Perfect 4 for 4 from the charity stripe. That's 18 in the game for her. Campbell trying to get back for the pass. McGagan, good job to keep that in bounds and to find a teammate. Vedito, a little hesitation dribble there. Inside McCabe. Underneath, a little too strong, gets her rebound. She'll kick it back out. And Vedito will launch a long 3 off the mark. Lawler swoops in to grab that rebound. Sinnott on the drive. Little kick out for McCabe. Underneath. Might have been hit there. Couldn't convert. Campbell. We'll kick it back out. Voss dribbled into some traffic there. And Vedito trying to get that out ahead to McCabe does so. And McCabe, who's 0 for the last couple of trips down the floor. Cullen on the drive, gets her own rebound. Vedito able to reach in and block that. Cullen in the lane, Vedito got that. Another shot attempt a little short. And that's knocked away from behind and will stay Raiders ball. Two and a half minutes into quarter number 4. Vedito inside, will kick it back out for Sinnott. McCabe, bounce pass, and Lawler will get to the rim and score. That's 17 in the game for Sydney Lawler. Cullen takes a look. McGeegan reaches in, strips her. Nice bounce pass, Sinnott. Little behind McCabe. She'll find Vedito, who'll fire the 3. McCabe there with the rebound, scoops it up and in. And that's 24 for McCabe in the game. A few misses, she could be close to 30 in this contest. Waugh will pass it back. And McGeegan had that steal all eyed up, but Leah Campbell has it go off her fingertips, so it'll be Raiders ball. As we're 3.5 minutes into quarter number 4 here. Lawler will leave it there for Sinnott. That pass a little behind McCabe. Good job by her to keep it under control. McGeegan will fire the 3. Loose ball falls right into Lawler's hand. She feeds Sinnott inside, who is fouled, and she will shoot 2. So 2 shots for Sinnott. And that rebound kicked out, so Sinnott grabs it. Hurley thought about going inside. We'll leave it there, and Vedita will fire another 3. That's off the mark. Ball tipped around, and Sinnott steals that. Gets it back. And a little too far for McDonald. And Lydia Doyle will check in for the Raiders. Sanford trying to get it inside. That's too far for her teammate, so it'll be Raiders ball. Doyle will stop and fire the jumper halfway down, and loose ball, and Voss will pick that up. And Hurley will reach in, knock that away. So it'll be Bobcats ball here. Voss trying to get by Hurley inside to a teammate. That shot off the window and taken by Hurley. Doyle will swing it around. Vedito into the corner, maybe. Return pass for Vedito, a little under the basket there. She tried to scoop it up. As we're halfway through quarter number 4, Raiders on top 80-19. Voss finds Ellis. Ellis will drive, try and get the shot off. Vedito able to deflect that. Loose ball picked up by Doyle. McDonald up top, finds a cutting Hurley, wide open through the lane. And that's 8 in the game for Cassidy Hurley. Little give and go there, almost worked, and that's a little too far as Guzhnian stepped out of bounds. Maybe trying to drive. Doyle with a long 3 off the mark. Ellis with the rebound. Bounce pass to a wide open Guzhnian for her second basket of the game, as somebody fell asleep on defense there for Charlottetown Rural. Maybe trying to cut underneath. Not sure if she was tripped up or slipped, but no foul on the play, so it'll be Bluefield ball. So subs coming here for Bluefield. Tuttle finds Cullen. Cullen backs in, nothing happening there. Tuttle trying to find a lane, gets to the rim, gets the shot off. That's off Doyle. And Tuttle was standing out of bounds when she tried to knock it back into play, so it'll be Raiders ball as they make a couple of last-minute substitutions here. As Hurley will inbound it. Sinnott surveys the scene. Works her way in, and good block there by Guzhnian. And it'll stay Raiders ball, 7 on the shot clock. Cullen underneath, and Hurley is fouled, and she'll shoot 2. Hurley knocks it down. It's 9 in the game for her. That one rims out, rebounded by Cullen. Cullen tries to zip it across. That jumper short. Tuttle gets it. Shot clock is still going. Cullen, inside is fouled. And will shoot 2. That one down and out, and it will pass it off to Hurley. Doyle into the corner. Hurley takes a look. McGagan with a little fake inside with the left hand. And that's 20 in the game for Isabel McGagan. 6 here in the 4th quarter. So we're inside the final 2 minutes. Another jumper on the way, off the mark. Loose ball, and Sinnott finally able to squeeze it. She'll dribble it out of harm's way. Little give and go there. Good defense by Goujian. And that's knocked out of bounds, but will stay Bluefield ball. Cullen trying to fire it all the way inside. Good pass there. That shot just bounces out, and Thistle out of bounds when she scooped that up. So we have 1:30 to go here. Hurley almost traveled. McGagan, nice little bounce pass in it inside, high off the window. And she's on the scoreboard finally. 87-21 the score here. It's a little over a minute left in the first half of our senior AAA doubleheader here between Bluefield and Charlottetown Rural. And Cullen gets called for the offensive foul. And she pushed McGagan away with the left arm. Coming up at 9 o'clock, it's the second half of our doubleheader. As the boys' teams take to the floor. Sinnott looked like she was going to fire that up. Doyle inside, little floater over the front lane, and Lydia Doyle with her first hoop of the second half, and that's 5 points in the game for her. McGeegan with another strip. She's probably got a half dozen steals, a half dozen rebounds to go with her 20 points. Doyle. Sinnott will fire the 3. Just off the mark. And Tuttle will bring it back for one last shot opportunity here for Bluefield. Trying to get inside, kicks it back out, and that's off of McGagan, so it'll stay Bluefield ball. Shot off. Shot clock off now, so the Raiders will just let time expire as they'll take this one by a score of 89-21. So, just a reminder of our next sports broadcast. It is the second half of our senior AAA doubleheader between Bluefield and Charlottetown Rural as the boys take to the floor next. So, your final score. Once again, in the first half of our doubleheader, Charlottetown Rural defeats Bluefield 89-21. On behalf of the rest of the crew, I'm Matt Beardsley. Thanks for watching high school sports on Eastlink Community TV. Stay tuned for the boys game.